An absolute masterpiece. Streamsong Red by Adam TC4. I don't know what TC stands for. I'm assuming it's the last name, but for this exercise, we're going to call him Adam Too Cool 4. Too cool, too cool. I'm too cool, too cool. If you don't know who David Wilcox is, you're dead to me. All right, we're starting off with the flyover on this bad boy because it's just really well done. Now, here's the thing with these types of courses. It's really, really hard to make these courses visually appealing because of the lack of trees or the lack of backdrop. Mountain courses, there's a lot to look at. That's generally why they're super popular. As I start one off here, oh, good drive. Little towy, but in there, nice fairway finder. It's super hard to make them look good. So how has he done this? How does this course look so good? Well, look at the texture. Look at the texture of the fairway here, for example. And what he's done, he's gone in and he's tweaked. He's a tweaker, all right? I like guys that tweak. It's weird for me to say that, and it sounds weird, but the tweakers are the guys that kind of really push the limits of what we do and stuff like that. So here I go in for a par. So what he's done, I asked him about this, and he's gone and he's played with these materials. Let me bring these materials up for you right now. All right, so here's his one of his materials. These materials are provided for us in the base project. John Meyer, DP Roberts, Stingray, they've all made this for us, so they're part of the package. And these materials are basically what we make the rough out of, the fairways and stuff like that. So here's his rough. I won't get into too big of a detail, but if he shared this. This is what, he could have kept this for himself, kind of his little secret, but he's sharing this for us to see. He's basically gone in and adjusted some stuff that most of us don't touch. He's tweaked it. The satellite overlay he's popped in there, you can see in his map, but below that, his diffuse and his normals and stuff like that, he has messed with those. That's basically kind of the roughness and stuff like that. He's messed with those. He's messed with the transparency. I'm so excited I can't even talk. And it's just, he's done that to give those looks on those materials of almost like a 3D appearance, which nobody has really done before. And it's so good, right? And that's because of his tweaking and the time he spent kind of messing around with it. It's fantastic. Like I said, the course is not on a clock. Man, oh man, they're good. That being said, also the courses that guys do this for a living, they've gotten so good at doing it. They are pumping out the same type of quality courses just for consumers. But again, it's the guys that kind of really look at that texture, look at that fairway. Like that's new, right? And he has not only spent a ton of time on his materials, but he's also spent a ton of time, and you can tell, ooh, nice approach. Ooh, this could be for eagle. Hold on, eagle alert. Let's see. Hold on, putt for eagle, and well, of course not. Garbage. Anyway, settle for a birdie, move on. Oh, look at that planting. Anyway, he has spent a ton of time in Photoshop with the blend. He's used feathering, he's used expand, he's basically used a mixture of what we call like a render on the SAT overlay with a stamp and clone. I use the stamp and clone method personally. It takes longer and stuff like that, but he has spent a lot of time in Photoshop just kind of tweaking things. And then you can tweak the colors in Photoshop, and then that image I showed before, you can adjust that for colors and stuff like that. And then you've got to deal with your 3D grass after that, and he's done such a great job. How are we doing here? Oh, another par. All right, looking pretty good here after onto hole 4. So it's fantastic what he's done. His texturing and his blending is perfect. I love the T markers, but just look how nice that looks. You're not even drawn to the backdrop. You're just basically looking at how well everything is done here. As I spray one off to the right a bit. All right, let's see here. Bring this in. All right. Try and get this 2-putt in to keep going for par and stuff like that. But he's just done a really nice job. Putting wasn't too bad today. I missed a few shorties, but otherwise pretty good. All right, so after 4, what are we? -1. Just look at this. This is so nice. Now for his grasses, he basically only has, I think he mentioned 2 grasses out of our pack that he modified the width on to make it look a little skinnier and taller and stuff like that. But that's the beauty of it here. There's 2 grasses, but you can see, you would think there's hundreds of grasses that he's worked with here, but there's not. There's only a couple, and that is really good for performance. You start getting into a lot of different grasses, a lot of different trees, and not only it's hard on the GPU, but then the calls from your processor, your CPU, oh, good putt, make it really hard, not only on GPU, but your CPU, and can really slow your computer down. So that's the key to planting, is to not use a ton of stuff, but make it look like there's a ton of stuff. And he's done such a good job. How are we doing here? Oh, not a bad shot again. So he's done a wonderful job. I think he said he has 6 tree biomes on here. Oh, another one close. Now, when I'm talking biomes in VS Pro, I'm talking about kind of grouping stuff together. So you could group all your grasses in a biome. You can have different settings in different biomes. So it's basically a group that you kind of want to plant a particular way. Now, this is a Flyover. I love this whole, it's Super Bowl, or Wild Card Saturday. I'm watching, loving it. I'm watching the Seahawks and the 49ers in the background on my TV as I do this Flyover. Cracked a nice beer, craft beer. I think in this one I'm drinking Red Truck Lager out of Vancouver. And so anyway, that's how we plant these biomes. We go around and we draw these biome masks around and stuff like that. And that is basically a way to go around, and maybe I'll show it one day, but hold on a second here. Oh, look at this garbage. Beaucoup fromage into the waste area. But I love this visual. Watch this. Bam. Look at that sand come out. So good. Not a bad recovery shot. Now look at what my IXO does here. All right. As I move the ball into the hitting area, look, it reads it as a putt, and it actually does it. That's the only complaint I have with the IXO. That's why I leave my mullies on generally for when that happens. Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? But it put me into the friend zone. So carry on. Have a sip of beer from my craft beer. Move on. It's all good. Got myself a par, although I had a birdie attempt, and here we go. So anyway, back to those biome masks. All right. Ugh, not a great shot, but look at that sand. Look what he's done there. That's wonderful stuff. That's almost like V4 settings right there that he's done. He spent a ton of time. Ooh, good putt. Yeah, saved it for par skis. He spent a ton of time in Inkscape, he said, and yeah, you know what? I'm splining right now the Pebble redo, and it is painfully long. So I appreciate the time you spent in Inkscape, and he says he spent a ton of time in Blender, I'm assuming with a lot of the splines, but look at those, look at the texturing around these bunkers. So good. My crappy shots are giving you some insight into some of this bunker work that he's done in Blender, but it is fantastic. All right, what do we got here? We're on the 9th hole, 3rd shot. See if I can drain this. Oh, so close. Anyway, I think I'm talking in about 20 different directions here. How's my golf game going here? We're through 9. We're at -1. I think I was talking about biome masks. Normally, that's how we plant stuff around the course. So normally, another spray. Holy cow. Let's see if I can recover from this. Let's see what kind of shot I got. I love the little sand visuals. And yeah, all right, good little recovery there. The biome mask. I keep trying to talk about this, but I keep getting distracted. Normally, most of us, we have 10 to 12 kind of different planting areas per hole. So that'd be a couple hundred biomes. Well, guess how many biomes he's put on this course? How many different planting areas he's put on this course? 1,200. Did you stutter, boy? I didn't stutter. 1,200 biomes Yeah, that is insane, but it performs really well, this course. So he's not only planted this wonderfully, it performs wonderfully. So all you guys that maybe aren't running the top end machines can enjoy this course. All right, how are we doing here? 11th hole. Here we go. Ooh, blew. Oh yeah, blew that by. See if I can save this for a par. Oh, so close. Yeah, wipe the sweat off. Here we go. Okay, 12th hole. Looking pretty good. Things are going really well. All right, let's talk a little bit about the designer, Adam CT4. He's a financial planner, and he lives in North Virginia. But he did live in Florida approximately for 12 years. A good friend of his caddied at Streamsong when it first opened. He used to tell Adam just how wonderful this course was, but LiDAR really wasn't updated until recently. So he did a couple of other courses, Shadow Creek and Oakmont, to learn the process, right? Because our first courses aren't our best, but you learn pretty quick. You can always go back and tweak them. Oh, a little toey here. Little toey, but it'll do. And anyway, the LiDAR came up. So he's done that. Like I said, a lot of process. This took him a long time to complete. But the good news is now is I think he said he's working on he said he's working on the blue course. Oh, good putt. But he's not sure about the black course. So he says he's working on the blue course. So I'm assuming we can expect much of the same quality on that course. And whether or not he does the black course, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But when you see, oh yeah, another flyover, yeah, having another sip of the old red truck lager. Is it lager or pilsner? I think it was a lager maybe that I was having there. All right, 13th hole, par 5. Oh, toey. Oh yes, just absolute fromage. 210 yards, just not good. And then, well, that's a better shot. Probably a 3-wood for me off there. Oh, too far. Look at the texturing. Look at that grass. So nice. All right, getting an up-close view of the 2D grass there. Could have beat that and got rid of it. All right, good little shot here. Get myself back in play out of the deep. Do I actually have a chance for a birdie here? What are we? Yeah, let's see. Do I get it? Oh, yeah, another birdie. -2. Doing okay here as we head on to the 14th hole. Anyway, Adam, you're doing great with all your courses. Keep it up. You know, you're relatively new on the scene, but you're just, this is the beauty of these what we're doing now. Guys are getting so good quickly, and we don't even have the new tools yet. Right? And I talked about the tools on Georgia 3s. If you haven't seen that and stuff like that, go check that video out. All right, good Sandy. A nice Sandy save there for Rusty. All right, 15th hole. Look at how nice that is. Look at that bunker work to the left there. This is just such a good course. I played with some buddies recently, and they loved it. And I can just see why. All right, good little drive uphill. 235, yeah, not too bad for me. 153, 5 yards up. I'm probably thinking like a not full 7 here. Maybe. Oh, doesn't matter. Off to the right, but get a decent roll. Yeah, I'm like, come on, get over there. This is where I think I've got some time. Oh, yeah. Let's just say I played the slope here, although I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm still rolling. Yep, have time for another sip. My red truck, and then I come back, I go to the back, check the football game out. Yeah, go 49ers. Sorry, I grew up in Edmonton back in the 80s, and we didn't, it's not like it was back then or back today with multiple games. We basically got one morning game or one afternoon game, and it was always the Seahawks, and they were terrible. So I just don't like the Seahawks. Sorry, Seahawk fans. But I'm kind of pulling for the 49ers this year. But you're like, you're Canadian, what do you care? I like the NFL more than the CFL. All right, 16th hole, 156, 10 feet down. Oh, flyover. You know what that means? Have another sip. Maybe this is going to start affecting my game, but hey, man, it's Saturday. I'm going out later to some friend's house, so why not start now? All right, good little shot here. This is probably an 8-iron for me. Yeah, good shot. All right, let's see if we can get another bird here. Oh, thank God I didn't end up on that slope. No, blew it by. Hold on. All right. All right, 17th hole. -2. Looking good. Look at just the trees. I think he said he used the base pack trees in these. He didn't do anything special with the trees, but they look really good. He must have played with some colors on them because they're just looking fantastic. The grass is so nice. All right, good shot. All right, 240-ish. Yeah. All right. Another shot in, approach shot. Not too bad. Okay, another birdie chance here. Look at even that little structure. Is that a shed, a maintenance shed? Just rustic. It looks so good. Oh, come on, stay in the friend zone. Good. All right, heading off to the 18th, par 5. Here we go. Let's finish off strong. We're at -2. Look at that wasteland. A lot of wasteland on this course. He plays it as sand. It is fantastic. I think he's got some gradient fog back there. I don't care. I'm not looking back there. I'm just looking at these textures. Like, look at that grass, that 3D look, as somebody mentioned on Facebook. It almost gives it like a 3D look. Oh, that was brutal. Yeah, dejected. That was awful. Anyway, we got 83 yards. That's the beauty with this course. You can miss a lot and still have shots. So there we go. Have a sip of beer. It doesn't matter. You're having a good time. That's the thing. This is kind of like a sprayer approved course, right? This is a run putt run course, right? Because you can hit it everywhere and still have chances to get in nice and tight. Oh, good approach shot. All right. See if I can birdie to finish. Here we go. Oh, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about it too much, which means no, blow it by. All right, par to finish it off. Oh, great course, Adam. Too cool for. He's really done a fantastic job. You know what I'm doing right now? Yeah, look at that score. It's not changing, Rusty. There we go. All right, favorite it up. Go over there. You got it. Bam. Done. Great course. Keep it up. Love it. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. I'm breaking into the vault on the next course. Cheers.